So, you're back for more, are you? Well, today's going to be a pretty good day. We're going to get the interior done in this car. So that way tonight I can take this for a little test burn, a little shakedown run to see how she's going to work and make sure nothing else loosens up. Double check every nut and bolt that I've had apart. So stay tuned. We'll see you after the intro. Okay, YouTube. So now what we're going to do, we're going to make this panel look just like that one. This is the factory panel. That's what it looked like with the small window. If anyone's interested in this stuff, I'll give it to you. Just come get it. Don't care. This is just going to lay around. I got the glass. I have the trim pieces. I even have all of the aluminum pieces that go around for the vinyl roof. So if you want it, come get it. Because all it's going to do is lay them away and the windows are not getting broke. So what we're going to do is make that panel look just like, put everything on there. So I did for this little faux wood grain piece, 70 stuff. These little spikes are straightened them out. On the old ones I measured down 3/4 of an inch to this bowl hole, then I measured, or the hole, then I measured down the other one, marked it. Did the same thing in the back, marked it. Then I measured in 2 inches to make sure I was good and square. Tuck this, put it up against, pressed in on all these little spikes. They have little sharp ends on them, which was great. It made like a little punch mark. They will drill my holes. Backside panel, already had the knockout already outlined for the ashtray, which was great. And then, on the bottom, we have these little indents right there. And I was able to drill out from our armrest. So that way, I can screw them on. So, we'll get back at you and we'll get these installed. Alright, let's get this armrest on. There. Yeah, I did paint these panels too. They were red. Bought these off of Carter. Good man, good man, good man. Because that was the next problem. Jimmy got me the windows. The car he received it from did not have the trim pieces. The interior trim pieces. So Carter happened to have a car up there that he was junking. He took some stuff off. It was pretty hot rodded back in the day. It looked like it. I had a nice 8 3/4 rear end into it, like I like to do to this, which is, anyone out there in Nova Scotia has an 8 3/4 rear end that would fit a 68 to 70 B body Mopar. So it can be a 4-door B body, 2-door. Don't care about the gear ratio, because you can buy all that stuff. But I would really be interested if you're interested in selling. So what I'm going to do here is find the screw that I just lost, and I'll get back at you. And there, YouTube, found it. Working outdoors, it's great. You lose stuff in the little thick of grass and it disappears. And then usually you're going back to your nut and screw bin, looking for a self-tapper to just ram it home. And then you'll find this screw next summer when you're out mowing your lawn with your lawn tractor, or you drive your bike across the lawn or something, So let's get this together here. It's pretty quick how these go together once you get everything drilled out. I'll insert a picture to show you what these panels look like when I was putting them together. You see here, you can see I got the screws in the back of the armrest, and I'm using my multi-bit set. Like that. Tighten her up. Oh, I can get her in there. There we go. Boom, done. Now, we'll take our little faux wood panel that's on tin, you know, because there must be some kind of special tree in South America or something with, you know, tin wood greenery. Just stick her in there. So, and then when you come to the back side of the panel, be careful not to scratch that all the heck, just bend these tabs over. Boom. Just keep steady pressure on it, holding it in. Like you can see, I got my hand here and pushing on it, making sure that she's going to set level in here, so there's not a big gap. Bend the tabs over, just like that. And then the ashtray, it's got this little lip on it. It's got two little tabs on either side. Just roll that in like so. Up around the back here. Try not to let it fall out. Grab your screwdriver. Give them a pry out. Like that. Like that. You can see the two little tabs there are bent over. Voila. Yeah, I gotta clean the pan up, but I'm not cleaning this up till it gets in the car because I got a lot of cleaning to do. So I'll get over to the car and show you what I've done. Yep. They're painted. Seam sealed, prime painted. Rock guard. Good. Now I'll get a blank canvas in here, get tape off these windows. Get ready to start putting these panels in. Well, YouTube, got some updates for you. Yeah, I was just rocking Neil Young, just loving doing this. So, forgot to turn the camera on, but this is the passenger side so far. Isn't this nice? Want to smoke, eh? Oh, look at there. Huh? Don't see that nowadays. Gotta love that. Yep, I am quite impressed. So, we'll get over to the driver's side here. I end up having to take the sill plate out. So what I'll do is I'll take the sill plate off the driver's side and I'll show you how good a shape they are. So, I'll be right back with you. So YouTube, you're gonna find out same time I am how good shape these are. Oh. It was in the on position. We don't want that. We want it in the off right now because I got to take this off. And the reason why I got to take this off is because there's a trim piece that slides underneath this thing and it actually screws into a separate screw hole. So in order to secure that, so that way when the passengers are getting in and out of the back, it won't just kick out. It has its own designated screw plus it's clamped down with this. So we'll get this up and I'll bring you in and show you how good these are. This thing, like I said, is immaculate. If it didn't have an accident and they had crappy bodywork done to it, it would have had nothing to do to it. Like I wouldn't have had to do anything. Just would have had to just scuffer and paint her. Like, whoever had this car really cared for it. Well, it's the original body color. Yes, I know I haven't painted here, but I'm putting all new carpet in this car. I got one from Rock Auto. I mean, gonna be getting one from Rock Auto, sorry. Look, like usually they're all gone on most of the videos and stuff. Pictures I've seen over the years. Oh yeah. Still even has the original Chrysler sticker on there. So his tires and everything there. Pretty cool, huh? And yes, even this works for the lights. It's awesome. So I'll get you set up in the back there, and I'll show you putting in this rear quarter panel. Okay, YouTube. Let's get this panel in here. Careful, careful. Don't do that. Like that. Just like that. Oh, this is where that phone fringe come out of hand again. Oh yeah. And then you gotta fight on it a little bit. Right? Oh, yeah, that one must have come right out. Okay, there we are there. So now, if I can get this screw out of this case. Oh, pill bottles, they work good for screws too, eh? Yeah. And these take a little special washer, as you can see. I don't know if you can see over my shoulder. I try to get the camera angle just right, but a lot of times I just can't get it. Need a little better camera. It's coming. Keep your pants on. Keep your shoes on. It's a coming. I got a good camera. It's just I don't have a laptop yet to edit. So right now I can do everything on my phone. Yeah, so I'll struggle with this and I'll get back at you. Okay, right here, this is why you got to be very careful with old plastic. Man, that, like I was like, oh, where's the hole? Can't find the hole, snap. Yeah, and then when you paint interior panels, that's what happens when you have to, yep, snapper in the clips. I tried to do it easy, didn't want to go. So violence had to be brought into play. It wasn't pretty. Now I'm just gonna put this piece, goes up something like this. So I'll put the camera down and get it in place. So, by yourself, look at this, little dead man tool, right? A little flathead. The back window trim piece, where your brake light would be, your upper one. This piece goes along the back window, up the top of the window, has to slide up into this trim piece as well. So that helps me get that, so I can wrestle with that and screw it into place. So when you come back, hopefully I'll have this all together and the headliner tucked in there that's crappy, and have the seats ready to go in. We'll see you then. That's installed. Thank God. Thanks to that, because this is the factory panel for the opera window panel that used to be here. So this is not original to the car. It's been in a car sort of like this. I think that car was a 79 that this came out of. So yeah. And we got our little businessman hook there, I call them. You see salesmen used to have their suits hanging on that. They're the traveling salesman there years ago. So yeah, just gotta put 2 screws in that top one, and now we're on the back seats. Merman here. these two top things for this is the upper part of the seat. I'm doing these holes right there. They have to go in, so you have to try to roll the seat up over and slide it down like that. And then the floor, there's bowl holes right here underneath the insulation. This is what the, yeah, that's the factory seat bolt. That. So I'll get at this and we'll see you after. So this hook here goes down on top of this right there. Push in and down. But first you have to put this in on an angle, and at the same time have this try to hit this, and you'll feel it catch, and you can shove down and let off with your knee. It's in there, but most of the time that does not go as easy because you have seat belts you have to contend with, which this does have that set up. On one side it's still hooked up with the button and the strap. This one, well, 40 odd years of old plastic, and oh yeah, this has got, you know, she's not perfect. Look, like cigarette burns. I don't even want to know. But yeah, this is all getting changed anyway. You know, a little better upholstery, bucket seats, console, clunk clunk. Yep, that is gonna happen. We'll see in a minute. Okay, all I gotta say is, sorry neighbors that you had to hear that. Man, I had to fight this. I can't even put that video on there. That's just too many swear words. It's just way too many. I can't do that. Nope. Yeah, that was getting in here, trying to get that shoved on. Boy. But here we are. All I gotta do now is clean up my tools and vacuum, give her a little weight down, and then we'll move on to these upper trim pieces. And then all I gotta do is wait to go to Napa, get some Christmas trees for the inner fenders, which I forgot, and I need to get 2 marker bulbs, the 1157 ambers for the front. So yeah, we'll talk to you in a bit. Tech tip: this is what you paint your interior with, right? So it's always good if you think you're gonna use like 4 cans, buy 5. That way you use the 4 cans, you have a 5th just in case you need to do touch-ups, because when putting these panels in, a lot of times the paint doesn't adhere to that old plastic, even if you do the proper procedures. So what I like to do, dollar store, you can get these for like $1.50 for a bunch of them. Cheap, disposable, right? You can even clean them. I use these for my models, right? So all I do, take the cap, oh, see that? I'll bring you inside the car and show you what I do. All right, so I knocked this around a couple times. Take this, your little paint now, and then you're just gonna flake some more paint off. This ain't working at all. Well, this is a horrible idea. Who told me to do this? No, I'm just kidding. There we go. Hey, just get a little bit on there like that. Yes, this ain't perfect, I'm telling you, by any means of it. But it'll get this boy for a bit. There we go. Get our rungs back out of there. We'll let that tack up and we'll come back with another coat. Is it perfect? Nah, but it's gonna work. So just remember, it's a little paintbrush, dollar store, little spray paint in the cap, Give her a couple minutes to tack up like you would if you were spraying it. Put it on nice and thin and just brush it out. Perfect. You know, when it dries and you won't even notice it. Not. Oh well. We'll get back at her. You know how you're vacuuming and all of a sudden, thunk. Who popped this one into the hose? Huh? This is going in the old CD player ASAP. And I know exactly what's going to be rocking in this car after the first test drive. Back at you. So, interior's back together. Floors are back. I got a little dirt on the carpet there from my feet. I'll open her up here. You got some rags in the back. Get ready to do the test drive. We're going with the Mexicana blankets on these ones. They look really nice on these old cars until I get these bucket seats of mine geared up. So you can see in the back, there's all the panels. It's a crappy headliner. Me and the wife talked about this. We're going to get a bunch of Mopar stuff and some rock band, 80s rock band t-shirts and stuff. And we're going to sew them all together and make a headliner, which would be pretty cool, like old t-shirts and stuff, which would be awesome. Some Def Leppard t-shirts and some Kim Mitchell ones, all the cool stuff. And the bucket seats. And one cool thing with these bucket seats on these cars, these brackets, I'm missing one set, but the other set's kind of crappy too. They're the same on these bench seats, so that's going to be cool. So now I got to jack the car back up. Go sit jack, so I can put those wheel wells right there on after I already had the wheels off already and forgot all about them. So I went Napa today after work and got some Christmas trees. These little fellers and 2 bulbs. So these is what hold the inner fender. I call them Christmas trees because you set them up, look like a tree. So I'm not going to bore you because I guarantee all you guys and gals know how to take a wheel off. I'm going to jack this up and I'll show you how to put in the inner wheel wells. So, got the car jacked up, tire still on, inner fender's in my hand, and it's looking like I'm going to be able to put it in without having to remove the tire, which is great. Thank God. But I'm just hoping all these little holes, will accept all these little push pins. So, these little push pins, I'll get my hand out the way here. So there's one of these little push pins. And all you do is you get her lined up. Oh, get my hand out the way here. So here we got a hole here. Let me see if I can zoom her in. Maybe zoom her in a little bit more. Oh, yeah, right on the tire. Here we go. Take this pin, give it a shove like that, and just give it a little. Oh, as soon as I straighten it up, and as soon as I straighten it up, there we go. You'll feel it grabbing as it's going in. So I'll get back at this and we'll show you the finished product. Update. Wheel wells are all in. Right on. So there's only 2 things left to do. That's let the car down off the jack and install these bulbs. And that's it. So, I'll be right back at you. You know what was really stupid? Putting these on a car. Has anyone got snapped by these things, like right here? I'm telling you, that hurts. Updates. I'm going to show you fine folks out there how to change these bulbs. Take the bulb out. Me being an idiot, got 1156s. But I know a young feller by the name of Alex that would like to have these for his lawn tractor. So I'll just give these to the young fella, and tomorrow I'll go back to Napa and get 1157 Ambers. So let's get this one installed in the car, and maybe we'll call this a day. Well, I'm just checking the fluids because, you know, I'm getting ready to do the burp, burp, right? So that's going to conclude it for me today. If you liked what you watched, like, share, and subscribe. You know, that'd be great. If you got, you know, comments, that'd be great. I'd like to read some of your people's comments. A lot of you have been sending me some really nice comments, and I'm telling you, I really love it. It's great. I'm enjoying getting out here and doing stuff. So now that I'm getting to the end of this project, we got another project that's just sitting on the other side of this tent that needs to come in and get blown completely apart. Like, that needs a roof, rocker panels, cab corners, floor. The box is coming off, so I can wire wheel the frame and change every single suspension bushing on that truck is beat out. The diffs need to be going through. I need to re-gear it. I need to put in a set of 456 gears into it. So yeah, we got some stuff to do. And also, like, these tires, it just needs to be going through completely, and even the engine needs to be going through. So that truck is going to be extensive on this channel. So make sure you ring the bell as well, so that way you don't miss none of my new content. So we'll see you guys and gals later in YouTube land, and remember, get out and get wrenching.